The dream of North Wilkesboro Speedway began in the mid-1940s when Enoch Stanley found inspiration in a stock car race that Bill France had promoted in South Carolina before the formation of NASCAR. Such was born one of the most unique short tracks in NASCAR history. A .625 mile oval that hosted the premier Cup Series twice a year until 1996. The story goes that Staley and his partners ran out of money to create a perfect oval, leaving the track with an uphill slope on the backstretch and a downhill slope to the finish. Race fans have clamored for the return of North Wilkesboro, and now they'll get that chance to actually drive it on iRacing. The track has been digitally restored in its 1987 state, giving iRacers the opportunity to go back in time and relive the iconic North Carolina short track as it existed in its heyday. Hello YouTube, Facebook Live, and Twitch. We welcome you to the live coverage of the final race of the regular season in the virtual North Wilkesboro, North Carolina, where we set the 13-driver playoff grid tonight for a 10-week stretch of races to crown an Outlaws Sim Series champion. And coming into tonight's race, let's go ahead and take a look at the point standings coming into tonight. Well, it's all there. It is a 1-point gap at the bottom of the 13-driver grid. And after that, drivers are in a must-win situation. Why aren't those two locked in? Well, if one of those 5 drivers at the bottom, plus coming into tonight, another driver has reappeared into the mix. So technically 6 drivers tonight have a chance to lock in a must-win situation. We have Jason Miz, Adam Gardner, Brandon Richardson, Doug Solms, Eric Peck, and Andrew St. Cour making his return to Outlaws Sim Series competition. If one of those 6 drivers win, the battle between Thompson and Lingerfeld becomes all more important. And if we get a repeat winner or an ineligible winner for playoff competition, Thompson and Lingerfeld will both be a part of the 13 drivers set to duke it out in 10 weeks for the Outlaws Sim Series Championship. So that's a look at our point standings coming into today. Let's go ahead and talk about today's charity, which is the Boys and Girls Club of America. And their mission is to enable all young people, especially those who need them the most, to reach their full potential as productive, caring, and responsible citizens. If you wish to support the Boys and Girls Club of America, you can go to bgca.org or on our Facebook page. We'll have posts about today's race. And on those posts, there'll be a donation button where you can donate straight to the organization yourself between you and Facebook and the organization. And we try to shout out a different charity each week to give them any sort of support that we can. And we broadcast the final 30 minutes of open practice in the name of a charity each week. Again, any type of support, especially in a time like this, means the most to all of these charities. And if you're able to financially donate or even physically donate your time or however you may be able to give, that would be great. The more the merrier. I want to talk about tonight. We have a special camera pack made by Whiplash Media, and tonight's cameras are provided by Pit Stop TV's parent organization, Whiplash Media, which specializes in various sim racing resources, including paint schemes, stream overlays, iRacing camera packs, and more. Whiplash Media is also working on its presence in real racing, offering services such as photography, social media management, and public relations. Make sure you go to whiplash-media.com for more. And coming into tonight's race, I learned about a very sad story in reference to a large part of our fan base. We know Burger Nation has been affected recently by, I believe it was the owners of Liftworks, which is a company that Seth features on the hood of his car most weeks. But the owner, Richard Stark, has passed away. I believe it was 4 days ago. And so now we're going to take a moment of silence and honor him. I know a lot of A lot of you out there are might have known him or known people who are affected by this loss. So, just please be there for them, and we'll take this moment of silence in Richard Stark's name. Thank you. So, if you look on our ticker today, we're also watching via number 77 of Seth Berger work his way around the track. You'll notice drivers' names in red. Those drivers' names in red are locked into the playoffs, and they do not have to worry about any results of today's race. The drivers' names in yellow are on the playoff bubble, so it'll be Kyle Lingerfeld, who's on the screen right now, and Kevin Thompson. That becomes a very important points battle if one of those 6 drivers we stated earlier wins today's race. So again, that's Gardner and Miz, Richardson, Peck, Solms, and St. Cour. If any of those drivers win tonight, we could be looking at a very tight battle, and Thompson there in 23rd. That could mean huge repercussions for the battle between Lingerfeld and Thompson, which in practice is a pretty stout battle. We'll talk to them in just a few moments, but first I do want to get a word in with this driver. The full force that brings Burger Nation together, and especially after the sad events this past week. Seth, how are you doing? Right on, we see the scheme. First, it is a Jimmy Johnson throwback from 2017. Well, it is the throwback scene that Jimmy Johnson ran in 2017 at Darlington as a throwback to the Lowe's semi-trucks in 1986. I think that's an amazing scheme. But more importantly, what you have on this scheme is LiftWorks. Talk to us a little bit about what the company means to you and maybe your family, and what the Mr. Stark's passing, how that's affected you all.
Expected, and we're super thankful for the company. Obviously, it put me through my high school career at Montini, and my dad was very thankful to be going to work every day, even through the pandemic. A lot of people were losing their jobs, and luckily he didn't. So kept paying the bills, and yeah. Unfortunately, with Richard Stark's passing this weekend, I feel bad for everybody at LiftWorks. I didn't know him too well, but I know a lot of people at LiftWorks did. So I hope I could put on a good race for them tonight. Right
on. We did take that moment of silence to intro the broadcast, so I hope that they are appreciative of that. Let's talk about today's race. North Wilkesboro, tough little short track. Lots of weird banking around this track. What is your game plan tonight?
Oh, you know what, man? This is my new least favorite track, but I'm definitely going to be having to do a lot of learning on track during the race. I'm not doing too well right now.
Oh.
And but yeah, I don't know about the qualifying pace. I'm interested to see my race pace. I feel more comfortable trying to finesse the car rather than trying to go super fast around here, trying to muscle it around here. I'm more of a finesse kind of driver, so hopefully I keep the tires under it. I think tires are going to be huge here in North Wilkesboro, and hopefully I'm there at the end. I'll be happy with the top 5.
Right on. And in Jacob's name, I already know he would ask this anyway, but I'm actually very interested because tonight's race could be a little different. What do you think our caution count's going to be tonight?
No less than 5, man. If we're less than 5, I will be the most shocked person on the face of this earth. This is a handful.
This is a very tough track and a crowded little field. At least 25 now, and we still have a little bit of time for people to hop on in.
I think it is on track to be the biggest field. I don't know what that number is exactly, but definitely a huge field right now.
28 at USA.
Oh yeah, we're close. We're close. I don't know why the field shows up on short tracks, but it makes it interesting for the fan base, I guess.
Right on. Um, and yeah, I guess any more speed out at 77 to maybe climb up those practice charts a little bit, or
Not sure about practice. The sun's out, and a lot of those times I've heard were set during the cloud cover. So
okay.
hopefully I could get lucky during my qualifying laps. But I had one good lap going. I was a 10th up, and that would have put me up to like 3rd, and I choked it off for turn 4. So hopefully I can figure out turn 4 in the race.
Man. Well, best of luck to you, and again, thank you for sharing that information. Hopefully, you know, the mentioning of the name does a little bit in the acknowledgement of people who may be affected by Mr. Stark's passing, and then thank you, you know, for giving up your time. And I know it's going to be a little bit rough of a race for you as a driver, but best luck to you, and hopefully we're talking to you on the far side.
All right. Yep. Thank you. Go Burger Nation.
Yes, sir. That was driver of the number 77 and fan favorite, Mr. Seth Berger. And now, I want to see if we can get a word in with some of the bubble drivers. Let's see. I don't see Lingerfeld on, so we'll see if we can get him in. But let's get a word in with Kevin Thompson. If I can. I'll take a moment. Alrighty, and we have finally completed the laddering in the Discord server to get Kevin Thompson up here. Kevin, big night tonight. This could be the night you lock into the playoffs. What's the game plan tonight?
Stay clean like other races I've been doing. Just race the track and no one else.
Right on. I don't know how into the situation you are. You're pretty much clear if we do not have a new winner tonight. Should we have a new winner tonight, then you're in a very tight point battle with Kyle Lingerfeld. Is that on your mind at all coming into today? Are you gonna race the race any different, or what is the I guess the mentality of the 89?
The same as every week, but this week's definitely gonna be different. I'm probably gonna be, if say come mid race that someone is leading the race that needs a win, then I'll be looking at the situation to try to race Kyle Lingerfeld for points instead of just sitting back and letting the race come to me.
Right on. So it's more kind of play by ear mindset today, and that's good because those are 6 drivers that, of course, any driver is capable of winning each week, but it's been a little rough stretch of races. Momentum is not necessarily on their side, so I can see that being the mindset tonight. Let's talk about tonight's race in its totality. A big field, small track. How are you feeling about that? What do you expect the outlook of the race to be like?
Short track racing. It's gonna be one hell of a race. Side by side racing, bumping. Just the mentality of a short track.
Right on. And I know my co-commentator would ask, but I guess I have to ask in his name, what is going to be our caution count tonight? It's looking not healthy.
The way practice is going and people spinning off corners like this, like I said last week, probably about 2, 3, maybe 4.
Right on. I think that's pretty optimistic, but we do have a great group of drivers. This group does know how to do it. We just had one rough race earlier this season, but you know, it happens. But yeah, right now the 89, it is sitting a little ways on the practice chart, 22nd on the practice charts. Is there any more speed coming out at 89 that we can expect, or is something else going to have to happen for you to move your way up the running order?
I got race speed. I'm just practicing my qualifying. I think if I have a good clean race, top 15.
Right on, right on. And right on. Well, we'll leave you back to it. Best luck to you tonight. Hopefully, we'll talk to you on the far side. And actually, I guess one more question. What would it mean to you, I guess, to kind of fulfill the task and make it into the Outlaws Sim Series playoffs?
Oh, it would mean a lot because it's my first time in the league and first time on the sim. And after having a lot of troubles mid-season and just making it would be amazing.
Right on. Well, we will leave you to it so you can get back into that mindset. Once again, driver number 89, Kevin Thompson, one of the playoff bubble drivers tonight. Best of luck to you. And yeah, once again, hopefully we're talking to you on the far side. And if not, hopefully you're competing for a title in a couple weeks.
Thank you and have a good call.
Thank you. And that was Kevin Thompson. And we're trying to work his way down the Discord ladder. There we go. Oh, nope, wrong channel. There we go. All right. It's a pretty stacked Discord ladder. We have a few drivers channels, not necessarily by teams or anything, but just kind of driver preference. Let's see who else we got in here. That could be fun to talk to. How about it? Actually, let me see if he's on track. He is on track. He's in the mellow yellow machine. Let's go ahead and bring him on up. Driver of the number 12, Mr. Andrew St. Court. Andrew, how you doing?
Doing good, man. How are you?
I'm doing all right. Loving the Days of Thunder throwback.
Nice.
Want to know first, have you seen the other Days of Thunder throwback in the session?
I haven't seen it. I heard about it, but I haven't stopped long enough to look. Unless I ran into him earlier, didn't notice.
Cardulo is running the Super Float car.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I saw that somewhere online, but I decided to go with this one. I'm glad we did something different.
Right. That's what I'm most shocked about. Is everybody has a certain throwback and not really any duplicates.
Yeah. No, that's good.
I guess first I just ask I have to ask, how have you been? We missed you, the past few weeks. Glad to have you back in action. Is this a one-off, long-term, and yeah.
Well, first of all, I miss this immensely. I've been watching every single week on your stream, which has been a lot of fun. But unfortunately enough, I was able, my work schedule, to be home tonight. And I think I'm going to try to make it in 2 weeks for Daytona. I won't be able to make it next week for the All-Star race, but yeah, this year kind of, the way the year was going for me, I felt like if I had stuck with it, I would have been right in the battle for the playoff. But unfortunately, that didn't happen. The next season on iRacing, I will be back, and hopefully by then I'll be settled into a new house and somewhere where I'm not having to commute, and I can be on a regular basis. So looking forward to that.
Right on. Technically, by all the rules, you're still in it. If you win tonight's race, you can make the playoffs. But I don't know if you'd even be able to commit to the playoffs should that happen.
I wouldn't be able to, no. So essentially, I can't even break 19 seconds here. So the chance of me winning this race isn't very good, unless all other 25, 30 cars wreck out, and I'm still standing.
Well, let's talk about it. This is a tough little short track. What is the expectations for this race as a whole tonight?
Well, my feeling based on practice here is probably going to be a bit of a shit show. But you guys have surprised me many weeks now when I thought it was going to be a bit of a wreck fest, and or a few more, I should say. But for the most part, and I mean, you could attest to it, this racing all year has been pretty clean, and there's been good racing, and people typically try to take care of their stuff, and they're not doing anything too stupid. I mean, obviously there's a little flare-ups here and there, but for the most part, it's been good to participate in and also good to watch. So
Right on. Well, I have to ask on my normal co-commentator's behalf. He normally asks, since you've watched the broadcast, I'm sure you know. What,
I already know the question.
well, what is the caution
over
count?
under? It's going to be over 5.
Over
you know,
5?
yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
Realistically, I'm thinking maybe 5 or 6, and that's that might be a little high. I don't know. I think once everybody gets into a groove here, it's going to be really tricky on pit road. That's going to be kind of fun to see what happens there. I mean, it seems like the pit boxes are very tight. I think you might see some penalties on pit road, excessive speeds on. It's going to be pretty interesting for sure. But I think there's probably definitely going to be 5 cautions.
Right on. And then, how about this? A league race, throwback paint schemes, North Wilkesboro. What do you think of it? Like,
that's a lot of fun. That's a lot of fun. And I saw online, I know Kazi's been sharing the save the track online, and you see the different racers in front of the track trying to keep this place going, which is kind of cool. Yeah. Anyway, it's a fun track.
Right. Well, we'll leave you back to it. Technically a shot at the playoffs. I don't know if you'd even declare for it should you win, but nonetheless, best of luck to you tonight. And yeah, hopefully we're talking to you on the far side.
Yeah, we'll talk again, Emerson. Thank you very much.
Right on. And that was driver of the number 12, Mr. Andrew St. Cyr. And yes, hello, Dan. Welcome to the chat. Let's look at the comments real quick. Easton Brown is in the house saying, woo. Love to hear it. Love the support. Mark Berger, Matt, props for the moment of silence for Mr. Stark. And Matt Taylor says, go Berger, lot boys. Yes, sir. But Dan Park has requested an interview from our, one of our pretty skilled short track racers. Yeah, guess who requested your interview this week?
Yeah, I know.
How you doing, man?
All right.
All right. The Martin Truex throwback. What is this struck me a little weird. I was not expecting this. What's the motivation behind it?
Just when I was basically when I was watching, because most sports I didn't truly start like hardcore watching until probably 2010, and then it was just a paint scheme that caught my eye first that I actually really liked.
Yeah, it's a nice little it's a nice dark blue base and the yellow accents. Love it. I love it. You definitely, you don't think of it, during that time period, but now you think back on it, it was an iconic car in the middle of the field.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
didn't win until 2013 Sonoma.
Yeah. Let's talk about the track. This is a tough little short track. How are you feeling about it?
It's all right. It's a bit slidey in entry. Second lane, turn 4 is gonna be treacherous. That's basically just a death sentence.
Bet it is. So I know I already have to ask on Jacob's behalf. What do you think our caution count's gonna be? It sounds pretty high, but what do you think?
I'm gonna go with 6.
6? That sounds reasonable. I think that's that's the, besides Nashville, that's the high end of our short track caution count. I could see that. But yeah, 9th on the practice charts. Any more speed in that 7, or what's it gonna be for you to get up there, contend for this win?
There's probably more speed, but I'm not worried about hitting a 7. If you hit an 8, but you hold on to the car and as well with it, you probably be just fine at an 8 if you're at an 8.
Right on. Let's talk about the playoffs coming up. You're locked in. Game plan. You start off with Daytona in a couple weeks. But after that, you get to some regular racetracks. What is the game plan for that stretch of 10 races to get yourself to Kansas?
With those 3 wins, getting 12 bonus points, and in the first round, you have some of the lower end drivers. The first round, I'm not too worried about. Second and third is really where you gotta worry about. I'm more worried about the second round tracks, if I remember.
Right on. And then tonight, where do you see yourself when this is all said and done, after all the crashing has finished and 250 laps have been run?
Just hoping for a top 5. Just end the regular season off outright.
Right on. Well, we'll leave you back to it. Again, last request will be Spoob. Okay, so we'll get Spoob coming up next. But thanks for joining us. I'll leave you back to it, and yeah, best of luck to you. Hopefully, we're talking to you on the far side.
Yep. Praise hell, praise Dale.
That was driver of the number 7 Malenko. Let's go ahead and talk to Mr. First, let me see if we have Lingerfeld in here, because I do want to get one in with Lingerfeld if he's in. I don't see him. Okay, so we'll go ahead and we'll bring Spoob on up. Gotta work him on up. All right. Hey Spoob, you got a requested interview tonight.
All right. That's good to hear.
Yeah. Dan Park is in the house. You're in a must-win situation, but you are, you are known for being a driver to take advantage of what's given to you. What is the game plan tonight?
To survive. It's a short track. That's definitely been one of my Achilles heels this season, but we'll go out here. Well, we're running the DW throwback tonight, so hopefully we can give it a good showing. But if I'm keeping my expectations realistic, but at the same time, you never know. I mean, I pulled off a perfect drift into pit road earlier without speeding, so let's try to have a good run at night, keep it clean, and see where we finish.
Right on. Let's talk about this overall. What does it mean to you? 28 cars showing up, North Wilkesboro, final race of the regular season on Throwback Weekend. How do you feel about this atmosphere?
I got to tell you, whether I've been on the track or off the track really through this session, it has been really cool looking out here and just seeing how much everyone's really embraced it. No, I don't think we have a single duplicate paint scheme out there as far as designs go. And that was done with nobody talking to each other or anything. So it's really cool to look at it, and I definitely hope everyone that's watching is enjoying it too.
Right on. It should be a fun one. I have to ask on Jacob's behalf, the question he'd ask every week is, what is the caution count going to be? What are you feeling?
Well, we have been doing 1 to 2 on 200 lap races, so maybe 2. I would bet at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised to see this group of guys go green flag to flag, because we've done it before, and if nothing else, people have gotten better as the season's gone on. Skills have gotten, we've all gotten more used to it, the feel, and what we're looking for. So I think it'll be a clean race. I think it'll be a good show.
Right on. At this moment, we're tied for the most drivers in an Outlaw Sim Series field this season at 28. We had 28 at USA, and we had 1 caution on lap 1, and then we went green the entire rest of the 265 lap race. And then the next week we had 27 at Nashville and had a little bit of the opposite. So this race could go both ways. But the only way you're hoping this race goes is into your hands. Any more speed in that 56? 26 on the charts? Or is it just you're going to let everything come to you?
I have a feeling I'm going to have to let it come to me. As far as the single lap speed, and like I said, it's a short track. I have my expectations are realistic. I think the big key is just as the run goes on, not burning up your right front through the center and not burning up your right rear coming off and keeping it under you. It's definitely shown pretty slippery throughout practice, and it's going to have to tiptoe, especially once we get everybody out there together in a pack. Those first few laps are really, really going to be challenging.
Right on. Well, practice is coming to a close. We'll leave you to it. Let you get into the mindset. Must-win situation tonight. Best of luck to you. Hopefully, we're talking to you on the far side in the situation that you need it to be.
I appreciate it, and just want to thank everyone that's watching for coming in and watching again. And we definitely appreciate all the support. That's half the reason we do this, is to give you guys a good show.
Yes, sir. It is a blast to put this on for all these spectators each week and all these drivers each week. It's a blast, and it's a great product, and it's even greater with all the support. So I'll just echo that. Right on. Best luck to you. We'll leave you to it.
Appreciate it.
Rock on. And that was driver of the number 56, Adam Gardner. And let's go ahead. I'm going to try this graphic out. See how. All right, we got qualifying mode on, and we'll have. Here we go. We have Malco taken to the track, Kazi, and let's see. There you go. There's Malco on track. Max has gone top of the charts. And now they're coming in. Malenko's gone top of the charts. Now Kazi. You have the laps going by on the bottom. Max on his second lap. He'll stay fifth quickest. How about Cardullo going to third? And now Malenko trying to top his time. Malenko stays in second. Kazi stays at top. How about Christian Converse going top of the charts? A new driver. Let's see. There's Cardullo. About Gaffright out there in third and knocking Cardullo down to fifth. Okay, this graphic's moving pretty quickly. How about Richardson making it out to the track? And he's going to go around after the checkered flag. Reese Schaefer taking to the track. How about Andrew St. Cour? St. Cour will go 12th of 12. Schaefer takes to the track along with Holt, Gardner, McClune, Williams. St. Cour coming around. Gardner goes 11th. How about Schaefer? Schaefer goes 6th quickest. Greg Holt out here in that number 81 Jack Daniels scheme. He's actually scored as the 3 car. A little late memo to get these schemes coordinated. He would have had the right number on there. Just a little late on everybody's end, but yeah, that's a nice livery. I am loving that Jack Daniels livery. See, Lingerfeld has gone 10th quickest. One of the playoff drivers on the bubble tonight. Lingerfeld out there, and he'll come to a stop after his lap. Kevin Thompson taking to the track. Kevin Thompson's first lap. He'll go 18th quickest. Tyler Markle, Matthew Setzer out there. How about Markle in 5th? Markle having a nice little showing tonight. Markle trying to improve upon his starting position. Markle does not improve. Actually, he does. He goes 3rd quickest. Tyler Markle bringing the heat tonight in that GameStop Call of Duty Black Ops 2 throwback livery. Matthew Setzer is out there running 6th. He's bringing it down the pit lane. So that's where we're at the moment. We're still waiting for drivers to come on out. Let's see. Well, we have Seth Berger has taken to the track. And Adrian Schumacher. About 4 minutes into the session. Seth Berger running the Lift Works sponsored 2017 Jimmy Johnson throwback to 1986 Lowe's semi vehicles. And of course, Richard Stark's name in a little bit of a pale yellow text, but is on the hood of that machine. Seth Berger goes 9th quickest. Let's catch up with the driver second in our playoff standings, Adrian Schumacher. We're tied for a second, I'm sorry. Schumacher's gone 18th quickest. Stutzman's taken to the track. And Adrian Schumacher goes 5th quickest. How about him bringing the heat? Jeremiah Stutzman out here. 1 win at Auto Club Oval. And how about this Haviland scheme? Kenny Irwin Jr. throwback for that number 71. He'll come to the line. Jeremiah Stutzman will wreck across the line. It'll not be an improvement. He will stay 7th. Now we're looking at about 4 minutes left in qualifying. Still to take the track, James Filippi, Brandon Richardson, Doug Solms, Eric Peck, Garrett Velzy out there on track, and Farron Elam Jr. not on track, but he's there. And yeah, once again, let's go ahead and shout out some of the things tonight. Of course, tonight's charity is the Boys and Girls Club of America, and their mission is to enable all young people, especially those who need them the most, to reach their full potential as productive, caring, and responsible citizens. You can donate to the Boys and Girls Clubs of America at bgca.org, or on our Facebook page, we'll have posts about today's race, and there'll be a donation button at the bottom of those posts, and you can donate, and it'll go straight between you, Facebook, and the charity. Tonight's cameras, like the one you see here, provided by Whiplash Media. And Whiplash Media is Pit Stop TV's parent organization, which specializes in various sim racing resources, including paint schemes, stream overlays, iRacing camera packs, and more. Whiplash Media is also working on its presence in real racing, offering services such as photography, social media management, and public relations. Make sure you go to www.whiplash-media.com for more. Tonight's race, again, a little bit of sad news coming into today. You heard me mention a little bit. Richard Stark's name is on the hood of Seth Berger's number 77, and of course, the owners of LiftWorks, which I believe that was Seth's dad's employment. No, the owner's dad passed away a couple days ago. I'm sorry, I'm getting this all mixed up. But nonetheless, Mr. Richard Stark passed away a few days ago, and so I hear he's going to watch tonight's race. And again, we're just, giving our shout out to Mr. Stark. And I know potentially a majority or a good chunk of the viewership tonight, I know, are a lot of Burger Nation fans, and just want to know that we're with you. If you are affected by this in any way, we're here with you, and wishing the best for everybody to get through this. And once again, my condolences to all of those affected. We'll take a look at the chat also. We have Dan Park in the chat saying, I feel bad I haven't been there the last month or so. Right, we miss you, Dan. It'd be a nice little field size. I think we'd be at 29 if you were here tonight. Sean Thompson in the chat, rooting for Kevin Thompson. You got this, son. And let's go ahead and let's take a look at those playoff standings coming into today. Let's take a look at them. And here's the playoff standings. Look at this. Kevin Thompson, Kyle Lingerfeld, they are at the bottom of the table, but they are in at the moment. And one of those names, or a couple of those names, could be in red if, they weren't 1 point apart. And here's why they're not in red, and they're in yellow on the ticker tonight. It's because we have 6 drivers that are eligible based on the number of starts. If they win tonight's race, they can knock out whoever is lower in points at the end of tonight's race, either Thompson or Lingerfeld. But those 6 drivers are Jason Miz, Adam Gardner, Brandon Richardson, Doug Solms, Eric Peck, and Andrew St. Cour. All 6 of those drivers are in a must-win situation tonight if they're going to make the playoffs. If neither of those 6 drivers win tonight's race, then both Kevin Thompson and Kyle Lingerfeld will be competing for the Outlaws Sim Series Championship. All that to look for and more coming into tonight's race. And let's go ahead and take a look at what's left in our qualifying. Not too much. But how about this? The driver in making his first Outlaws Sim Series start, Christian Converse, is going to win our Pratt Tile and Stone Pole Award in his first Outlaws Sim Series start at a very tough short track as it is, North Wilkesboro. And we'll have him be our pole sitter tonight. And remember, Pratt Tile and Stone, serving all your tiling needs since 2003. And he was a pretty late entry to tonight, so I do not have a updated graphic for him. But nonetheless, congratulations to Christian Converse tonight. Again, making his first Outlaw Sim Series start, and he'll be starting from the pole. Again, yeah, don't have any info, but that is that. And he'll be starting alongside Mr. Joseph Causey and Tyler Markle. And let's just go through our starting lineup, shall we, huh? Let's go through it. Our starting lineup for tonight's race. There it is on your screen. Christian Converse at the top of the standings. To his outside, we'll have Joseph Causey. Row number 2, we will find Tyler Markle and Greg Holt. How about row number 3? It'll be Adrian Schumacher and Seth Berger. Row 4, Jeremiah Stutzman, Joshua Gaffright. Row number 5, Matthew Setzer, Joshua McClune. Row 6, we will find Malenko and Reese Schaefer. Take a look at the next page. Row number 7, they'll find Landon Cardullo and Andrew St. Cour. Row 8, driver on the playoff bubble, Kyle Lingerfeld starting 15th, and Scott Williams, he'll start 16th. Must-win driver Miz will start 17th, Devin Smith in 18th, Jacob Zala 19th, Adam Gardner is a must-win driver, he'll start 20th, Kevin Thompson on the bubble starting 21st, Max Service starting 22nd, Brandon Richardson, a must-win driver, starting 23rd. Take a look at further on back. John Mickey will is our race controller. He accidentally joined as a driver, so technically it's still 28 drivers tonight. So James Filippi will start 24th. Eric Peck will start 25th, alongside another must-win driver, Doug Solms, in 26th. Both of those drivers in row 13, must-win drivers. 27th will find Garrett Velzy, and 28th will be Theron E. Lamb Jr. And we have tied the car count for the largest Outlaws Sim Series grid. And as the field begins to roll off, let's take a look at our track info today. Still a new track to iRacing, so there's no track map available, but it's an oval at 0.625 miles, and it's a 250 lap race with 6 sets of tires for these gentlemen, 75% fuel loads, unlimited overtime attempts, and only I say only because it could get rough here tonight, 1 fast repair. 112 degrees of track temperature, 107 feet above sea level. The weather is 75 degrees Fahrenheit. The air temp, 50% humidity, partially cloudy with 5-mile-per-hour winds. And now we get ready for the final race of the Outlaws Sim Series regular season. We are less than 1 lap away. Christian Converse starting from the pole, Joseph Causey to his outside, and what an event tonight. Let's not also forget, we have a whole bunch of playoff schemes, throwback liveries on these cars, and that these drivers have submitted that information to me. That will be on the driver's graphic. But here we go. Christian Converse, Joseph Causey, the iRacing.com Ford Mustang safety car, the safety of pit lane, and we're green from North Wilkesboro. Joseph Causey already takes the lead of today's race, and there it is. The 2017 Dale Earnhardt Jr. Exalta Final Ride paint scheme on that number 88. One of the drivers, oh, we got a crash in the back. It's Malenko gone round. Oh, we got a huge pile up back here. Big pile up. Huge pile up. And caution on the speedway. This is going to take a moment. This is going to take a minute. Oh my goodness. Take a look at a replay. Who's back here? This is Malenko. Oh, and Andrew St. Cour gets down, collects Setzer, and oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. My goodness. What have we got here? This is huge. So there they are, and around the track, and just ran over and nowhere to go. And Kevin Thompson, one of the drivers involved. Again, one of the drivers in the playoff battle with damage early here today. Kevin Thompson, that number 89 Dale Jarrett Sit-Go machine. One of the drivers involved. One of the must-win drivers, Andrew St. Cour, in this accident as well. Let's see if we can see what happened a little bit more. Let's go on board with Andrew St. Cour. Got loose, clipped Setzer, and Malkin was inside, and you'll see the whole pile up ahead of him, or actually he'll be involved with it. Wow, Gardner hits him. One of the must-win drivers is going to have to use a fast repair early. Richardson involved. Eric Peck involved. Jason Miz involved. All the must-win drivers are back here. Doug Solms involved. Andrew St. Cour. All 6 must-win drivers involved in this incident. My goodness. Just coming across the track. Cardullo involved in a pile-up. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Big accident. So he slows down, but Gardner did not slow down, and that's 2 weeks in a row. League owner Adam Gardner has not made it safely into the accident scene. See this view here. This is how it all starts right here. Malenko and Setzer and St. Cour make contact first. There they go. And Williams slows down. Gardner doesn't, and they just pile up. There was, to be in Gardner's defense, there wasn't that much time to really slow down. Oh my goodness. Back to the live action here, and we're under caution here on lap number 7. And this is gonna take a minute, huh? This is probably gonna take a minute. Lights are still on the pace car. Joseph Kazi is our race leader. Andrew St. Cour, one of the main catalysts in the accident. Matthew Setzer also involved. The Kellogg throwback. Adam Gardner trying to beat the pace car out. He's actually going to fall 3 laps down getting repairs, trying to save that fast repair and let this race come to him. Malenko, another one of those drivers involved. And we're still under the caution, so. Let's see who else. A lot of people. Braden Richardson has some damage, trying to save that fast repair. Kyle Lingerfeld, clean car. See, how about Jason Miz, a lap down. He's got some damage to that car. Kevin Thompson back here, some damage, a lap down. Doug Solms, a little bit of damage. He's also a lap down. Eric Peck, all of these drivers back here are laps down because they're trying to save their fast repair. Adam Gardner, of course, also, you know, in a must-win situation, he's 3 laps down. But here we go. It's time to get back to the action. A huge pileup on the front straightaway, but the iRacing.com Ford Mustang safety car finds the safety of the pit lane. We're back to racing. Looks like clean so far. Joseph Kazi out in front of Christian Converse. Greg Holt, Tyler Markle going at it. Markle's loose. He's going to have to catch the car in the bottom of the racetrack. 3 wide, and Lingerfeld's going to go around. He's going through the grass, but he'll catch the car. Kyle Lingerfeld in trouble. Keep going. Joseph Kazi out in front of Christian Converse. Christian Converse, he scored as the number 90. Needs to get that number corrected. And how about Joshua Gaffright? The Icelander, who's worked full-time as a firefighter and a firefighter and paramedic. Sorry, I was like, oh, we got a crash in the back. Oh my goodness, here we go. And Miz is already towed back. This is not good. This is not good at all. Let's see what happened. This is Miz and Velzy. Miz gets clipped by Garrett Velzy and nowhere to go. Solms runs into him. Oh, and nowhere for St. Coeur to go. Oh my goodness. That was a little ambitious from Garrett Velzy into that corner. Andrew St. Coeur, here's what he saw. Not happening, not a whole lot he could have done. More engine damage for Andrew St. Coeur. Wow. Well, let's see if we can get a word in with some of these drivers. Let's see. And I'm just testing the waters here. Want to see if we can get a word in with our Pratt Tile and Stone Pole Award pole sitter today, Christian Converse. Christian, you got me?
Yes, sir.
Right on. First, I want to welcome you to the Outlaw Sim Series. Been a little bit of a shaky start tonight, but let's talk about the race for you so far. Lost the lead to Joseph Causey on the initial start. How'd that happen, and then do you think you can get him back?
It happened just because, you can't pick a lane on the initial green, and I think that outside lane is actually going to be the preferred lane on these restarts, because you can get a lot better run coming off the corners instead of being pinched down on that line where you can't really go nowhere. And I think I can get to him. We've been running a bunch of leagues together, and I've been here with Causey, Greg, and Josh, because, they run in. I decided I would do it tonight.
Right on. So the Outlaw Sim Series, throwback weekend. I don't think you got that memo, but what is the paint scheme you're running tonight? Just because I'm asking everyone else.
I think it's Daniel Hemrick's. I'm not exactly sure. I never really run these. I always do the A cars.
Okay.
So I jumped in here on a whim, decided to start doing this league, but I think it's a Daniel Hemrick car.
I believe so too. I can't confirm, but right on.
Go back.
What are the challenges of this track that you think are catching a lot of these drivers out early?
Under braking, at least in practice, when you were getting on the brakes, if you overdrove it a little bit, you were gonna spin out under braking. So it's really about getting on the brakes and keeping that thing from spinning out.
Right on. I guess we'll leave you to it. You have anybody to shout out running second right now?
Just the broadcasters, everyone out there that's watching this, and anybody that's out there watching.
Right on. I appreciate it, and best luck to you. Hopefully we're talking to you some more on the far side.
Thank you.
Right on. And that was our pole sitter and driver currently running second on the track right now, Mr. Christian Converse, the newcomer to the Outlaws Sim Series. So, already 20 cars on the lead lap. Kevin Thompson, Eric Peck, Andrew St. Coeur, Doug Solms, Jacob Zala, Garrett Velzy, Adam Gardner, and Jason Miz. A lot of heavy hitters, one or more laps down. Let's see if we can change it up a little bit here, though. It is Joseph Causey and Christian Converse, VIRacing.com. Ford Mustang pace car hits the safety of the pit lane, and we're back to racing again. Something to keep an eye on is Malenko back here. He already has 4 fresh tires from his incident earlier. So slightly fresher tires could help out a little bit in the overtaking back here. Battling Brandon Richardson, and he makes contact. Richardson is going to save it. What a save from Brandon Richardson. He's going to lose a couple spots. Malachi, I don't think, intended to get in there as deep as he did. But they made some contact back there. Back up front, Kazi opening up a little bit of an advantage. But Christian Converse keeping him at bay. A couple cautions to start tonight's race, and that's where we're at. Greg Holt running third. Joshua Gaffright fourth. Seth Berger running fifth, but under attack from Reese Schaefer. How about Reese Schaefer running that 2011 Matt Kenseth Crown Royal Camo throwback paint scheme. Nice paint scheme for Reese. I am loving it. First, purple is one of my favorite colors, and then that is a nice scheme. How about Greg Holt and Christian Converse up here? So this paint scheme is the 2006 Clint Boyer Jack Daniels Texas paint scheme. Oh, so close to Christian Converse there. Peeking to the inside here on board of Converse. There's Holt. Holt trying to get it down in there. Oh, so tight. They continue on. Again, the drivers in red on the ticker up top. They are locked into the playoffs. The drivers in yellow, they are in right now. And a lot of the heavy hitters down in the dumps of the running order. Let's see what's going on here. This is Schaefer who's cleared Berger and is now up to Joshua Gaffright. And Jacob Zala has had an off track. Whoa! A little bit of a rejoin there. Let's see what happened. Clips the grass on the left side and just has to save it. Goes down on through and he keeps on going. There he is back here. Again, Gaffright under heavy attack from Schaefer. How about this back here? This is Tyler Markle. Locked in driver into the playoffs. And Jason Miz has left the session. Jason Miz will not make the 2020-2021 Outlaws Sim Series playoffs. How about this battle back here? We've been watching a little bit. Malenko, McClune, and Thompson going at it here. Here we go now. Gaffright really holding up Schaefer and Berger and Adrian Schumacher back here as well. So Schaefer trying to get around the outside of Gaffright. Oh, so close. Oh, and Garrett Velzy has crashed and has already towed it back. Let's see what happened. And he's just going to go around by himself on the front straightaway. That is not a good start or It's not going to be giving good momentum into the playoffs. Theron has had a little bit of moment. Theron's gone round. Let's see what happened to Theron Elam Jr. She's going to get loose in the center of the corner, and he goes round, and then he crashed. We'll keep watching this. This is Theron Elam Jr. Eric Peck, an off track. Elam. Okay, looks like he was just trying to get back going, and not really a lot of space for him too. Oh, and there's a crash back there of Scott Williams into the outside wall. Looks like everybody continues on. He's trying to, just trying to get it going. He will. So Theron Elam Jr. out of Gardendale, Alabama, riding the 1994 Bill Elliott Mac Tonight paint scheme. Nice little throwback. He is ineligible for playoff competition due to the week he joined the series. This battle back here continues. There's no way for you to merge back there. So close. Schaefer trying to send it to the inside of Gaffright. Can he get it down there? Side by side off the corner. But he could not get the power down. Gaffright still holds station. Lingerfeld and Cardullo, they're going at it back here. How about Lyndon Cardullo running the Days of Thunder Cold Trickle Super Flow paint scheme in that number 8, ineligible for playoff competition even if he were to win. Jeremiah Stutzman. And that 1998 Kenny Irwin Haviline. Richardson having a little bit of trouble back here in that 1993 Rusty Wallace Miller genuine draft car, trying to find his way back around. Devin Smith ran the 2004 Dale Earnhardt Jr. KFC car. That's Theron Elam Jr. He's having a tough time down on the inside of that racetrack. Reese Schaefer was able to get around Joshua Gaffright. Let's see how it happened. Just had it set up down the back straightaway, and he sent it into 3, and this time it stuck. Now, Gaffright under heavy attack from Berger, and there's Schumacher as well, and Malenko, and Smith and Cardullo going at it back here. Gaffright, he's really feeling it. Oh, and he's going to go round. Contact with Seth Berger. He's going to collect Malenko, and he's going to save it off the nose of the 7. Wow. Wow. Oh, and getting pushed up the track. Let's see how it happened, though. Once this gets settled down a little bit, let's see how it happened. Berger just got in there a little too hot. Got into the back of the 27. Malenko clips him. He keeps going. Adrian Schumacher. You might notice that that's a weird throwback. Well, it's a Formula One throwback. It's the Vodafone sponsored McLaren Formula One car from 2007 to 2013. Lewis Hamilton again started his career out at McLaren. And then this is there, Jensen Button. Really ran this car. I'll try not to make myself sound stupid anymore. I run an F1 series, but I'm not too well versed in the McLaren Mercedes F1 history. That's Schumacher doing a nice little job. And a real number on that car. And there's a number 2 back. No, I'm sorry, that's a Bridgestone logo. So no real number on the car, but then again, oh, we have a problem for Eric Peck. stopped on the back straightaway. Let's see what happened. Oh, it's contact with St. Cour, and oh my goodness. And this is gonna bring out the caution. A caution on the speedway. Gonna take a look at it one more time from the in-car. Oh, St. Cour might have came down. That's another one for Andrew St. Cour. My goodness. So you have to throw the caution. But under caution here at North Wilkesboro, Joseph Causey is the leader, and there is the yellow. Now they will form up the queue behind the pace car. And they do this so that everybody's just queued up and nobody's getting screwed when it comes to pit stops. The pace car's already in turn 3, and front straightaway is still trying to work their way to the pace car. And here we go. The leaders are in. Theron Elam, Garrett Velzy, Jason Miz, all out of this race. And it'll be Causey winning the race off pit road. That's what kind of let it play out, and let's even get a word in with driver Mr. Joseph Causey. Bring him on up. All right, Joseph. So leading pretty much since the completion of lap 1. He took the lead away from pole sitter Christian Converse. So how did you get that done, and then how's it been out in front?
Been nice. I think Christian figured it out quick. If you're on the high side here, you can when you get on a restart, you can pinch that guy down there and pull that move off.
Yeah, he said he even said himself that if he just had the lane choice on the initial start, he might have had a better chance of holding you off, just being able to run an outside lane. What do you think the trouble spots have been today? 3 yellows. It's not terrible or anything, but it's still pretty early. And some drivers getting caught out.
I mean, 1 and 2 is gonna be that's probably the biggest trouble spot. You going downhill and freaking you got brake hard. I think going to 3 and 4 is a lot easier than going through 1 and 2. So
right on. And then how are you going to be able to maybe fend off Christian Converse? I know it's not easy to pass you by any means, but what are your your tactics to defend?
I'll keep taking this outside and just hopefully he don't arc the brake me.
So the decision to take tires there.
Yeah, it was time for tires.
Yeah. Well, what is when can we expect the next pit stop? Should we go green? I guess.
We get another long run like that. You gonna want them tires here.
Fair enough. All right, looks like y'all are gonna be going this time, so we'll leave you back to it. And yeah, hopefully we're talking to you on the first side.
All right, appreciate it, Emerson.
Rock on. That is driver of number 88, Joseph Causey. And Looks like somebody's had a little bit of an early exit from tonight's race. The iRacing.com Ford Mustang pace car will find his way to the safety of pit lane. We're back to racing at North Wilkesboro. Kazi clear now. Seth Berger to the outside of Christian Converse. Can he get it around the outside? He's trying to stick on the right rear quarter panel, but it is Greg Holt to the inside of Seth Berger, preventing him from battling for second. He's got to try to fend off Holt for third. Malenko around the outside of Schaefer. And Greg Holt trying to clear Seth Berger out of turn number 4. Malenko is clear of Schaefer. Malenko now sets his sights on his teammate in the 77. And now Seth on the outside, Malenko on the inside. This battle continues for the 4th position. And now Schaefer is going to be able to have a chance to come back on the 7 of Malenko. So we have the 17, the 7, and the 77 with Seth getting very loose on corner exit there out of turn number 4. About Markle clearing Josh McClune back here for 7th. And how about it for Josh McClune? Rating that 2010 Kyle Busch NOS Energy throwback paint scheme. Behind another Xfinity Series based paint scheme with the Joey Logano GameStop 2012 paint scheme there. How about driver on the playoff bubble, Kyle Lingerfeld? He's up to 9th. His Raging Cajun paint scheme. Well, Kevin Thompson down in the 19th position, which that promptly puts Lingerfeld ahead of Thompson. Should we get an eligible new winner tonight? Again, there's 6 drivers that could do that. 1 driver's already left, so there's 5 drivers left in this race that can win tonight's event and lock themselves into the playoffs that start 2 weeks' time down at Daytona. Speaking about that, why it's 2 weeks' time is next week we have the All-Star race at Eldora, and it's going to be all the race winners from this season and all the playoff drivers from this season. They're going to be locked in to the All-Star race event. Where that event, you might ask, is the dirt track at Eldora. We're going to be taking these 650 high horsepowered heavy rear wheel drive beast on dirt next week, and we'll really find out who's the best of the best then. And then if you don't have a win or you're not a playoff driver, you still have a chance to get in, as this is Christian Converse really piling on the pressure. Gaffright had a long off track. Oh, and right in the middle of the track, what is he doing? Drivers have to scatter. Looks like everybody will make it through unscathed. But Joshua Gaffright sitting in the middle of the active and very tight racetrack. Let's get a replay of what happened. He got loose out of turn 2. He goes down onto the flat. Very little contact with that inside guardrail. And it is very hard to see there, but still no excuse to sit on an active racetrack, in the middle of an active racetrack, and he just gets going, and he's in the middle. What is he doing? That's not okay. That is definitely going to be talked about post-race. The battle for 16th continues with Filippi and Cardullo back here. Continue on out in front. That battle, or the car sitting in the middle of the racetrack, has washed up the battle that was for the win. And Adam Gardner is back on the pit lane. That is not good news for one of the must-win drivers. Eric Peck in the pit lane as well. Adam Gardner used his fast repair here. Again, in a must-win situation, he is several laps down. Here's Eric Peck as well. That 2006 Denny Hamlin Rockwell automation paint scheme. That's a notable paint scheme for another reason. It's a scheme that Eric Almirola got his first NASCAR Nationwide Series victory in 2007 at Milwaukee. He was in subbing for Denny Hamlin. Hamlin could not get down to the track because the helipad was busy. He was flying in from the Cup Series event that weekend, I believe, out of Michigan. Here's the battle for second. Greg Holt to the inside of Christian Converse. And Greg Holt will take that second position away. Big damage to the rear end of the 27 of Joshua Gaffright. Let's see what happened here. He's battling Reese Schaefer. Well, he's a lap down to Reese Schaefer, and Tyler Markle gets into the back of the 27, and that's going to tear up the back end of that 27. And that's going to do it for Gaffright. So Greg Holt trying to chase down Joseph Kazi, and he's really made up a lot of time. He goes a little wide there out of turn 4, though, as he continues his chase of the 88. And right on board with driver of the number 3, Greg Holt. See Kazi, he's kind of diamonding that exit of turn 2, and then kind of arcs his way into 3, and then lets it ride on out of turn 4. Schumacher on Lingerfeld for the 9th position. Again, Schumacher in that Vodafone McLaren tribute. Lingerfeld in his Raging Cajun number 75 Toyota Supra. The Kenny Irwin Jr. Haviline throwback. And oh, that's Tyler Markle.
Oh no, what happened to Tyler Markle there?
Must have had a moment out of turn 2. Car was loose and he was able to catch it, but he's down into the 10th position after having to fend off Stutzman there. Oh, and a crash in the back straightaway. We got Richardson around, one of the must-win drivers. Doug Solms back there as well. This is definitely going to bring out a yellow.
Oh no. Big wreck on the back straight.
On the back straightaway, and it was Richardson running by himself. Let's see what happened. He just went around out of turn 2, overcorrects it into the middle of the track, and Gaffright just drove for him, and oh, nowhere for Solms to go. And both cars just come to rest on the inside of the track as that was Filippi. Sorry, not Gaffright back there. That was James Filippi who had ran into the park number 89. Let's ride on board with Filippi here, and he's kind of overcorrecting up the track. You don't know really where he's going to go, and he tries to wedge it in between the wall and the car, but not a lot of room there. It's going to bring out our 4th caution of the day. And the leaders are in already. Again, they have about 6 sets of tires coming in again. I think this is going to be set 2 for a lot, and probably Malenko's 3rd set, and we still have yet to eclipse the 100 lap mark.
And what a race it's been for these guys. We've got a lot of caution so far here tonight.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard when I said we had an early exit from someone. Really a few drivers. As Kazi will win the race off pit road over Holt, then Converse, Berger, Malenko, Schaefer. And it'll be McClune. I think Schumacher got Markle. And Linger fell back. They're staying out. Devin Smith actually hits the pit lane, but he stayed out. And it looks like Jeremiah Stutzman is going to fully stay out. Let's see. Who we have we not. Let's see if we can get a word in from Reese. He's kind of been around a lot of the action today. And Reese, right now you're running 7th, but things have to cycle out. Actually, Devin Smith looks like he still stayed out. Yeah. Looks like 7 for now, but in the top 5, it's been very action-packed all around. But how's your race been?
You know, we're going pretty good. I got a good amount of damage. I tapped the wall coming. I got about 20 seconds on optional, but overall, I'm having a pretty good race. You know, it's a short track, so you just gotta be patient with everyone around you, and so it's obviously pretty tough. But I'm trying to stay consistent and just stay with the lead as best I can.
Right on. It looks like it's been an absolute dogfight here in the top 5 between you, Berger, Malenko, Gaffrey. Gaffrey has kind of fallen off since. How's it been like? How hard is it to really pass around here and or to defend?
It's actually extremely hard to do both, to be honest. Defending, passing wise, your only shot is off 2 and off 4 to get a run. But the problem is the high lane is pretty dominant around here, so it's hard to make it stick. You honestly, your best bet is to really send it, and hopefully you just get the car to stick. So that's basically your best bet.
Jacob, you have any questions for Reese? I know you were out there, got to experience the conditions a little bit.
I don't think it's in here. I think we're just you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I heard something. But,
yeah.
Yeah. All right, so we still have another lap or so. Yeah, what's the game plan to get back up there? I know you're mired in the middle of the pack now, but is there speed, or is it gonna have to be some other way that 17's getting up there, or what's the game plan?
Just definitely track position. You know, short tracks. It's like you said, right? It's hard to pass and a little bit. It's a little bit easier to defend, I'd say. So the more you can get a good track position, either pit road or Rex, you just have a lot better shot of getting somewhere pretty good. So I'm just hoping here that I can just stay with the front pack, filing in line, and just pick off anyone's mistakes or anything like that. So
right on. Well, we will leave you to it. Hopefully we're talking to you on the far side. Nice middle of the pack run so far. Hopefully to see you up higher up on the running order. We'll leave you to it.
All right, thank you.
That was driver up to number 17, Reese Schaefer, and I did not realize we had, gotten another caution lap added, so I was kind of rushing there at the end. And Max Service will get a wave around here. Is that Max Service? That is Max Service. Oh my goodness, what happened to that machine? That must have been the pileup.
Sorry about this comment failure, guys. It's a little frustrating right now. My internet hasn't done anything.
Well, the iRacing.com Ford Mustang pace car will find a safety in the pit lane, and we're back to racing. No, we're not.
Oh, I guess we're not.
Well, I thought we were. The field had gone green. I hope this does not cause an accident further back. Looks like everybody will cycle out. And I think somebody got a free pass again. Or not entirely sure what happened. I'm clicking around to see. I think St. Cour got a free pass around. And now Stutzman, our race leader. On old tires, by the way, I say old tires, but him and Devin Swift, they last pitted on lap 55. Everybody else just pitted on this caution. This is a pretty tough track as it is. What is the game plan if you're putting yourself in this position?
You're just hoping that I guess you're gonna hope for more cautions. I don't know. If you have old tires aren't the greatest here at North Wilkesboro, so it's definitely gonna be tight through the center. So we'll see what he can do here on this run. He might fall off and drop to the back.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. Him and Devin Swift, they both stayed out, and you know, I know Stutzman stays out to try to get some laps led, but Devin didn't. We'll try this again. The iRacing.com Ford Mustang pace car into the safety of the pit lane. We're back to racing. This time we'll get the green flag, and oh, lane change from Christian Converse. We'll see if that is legal and if that stands.
Three wide through the middle.
Yep.
Sorry, they went 3 wide through turn 2. That was a insane move by Malcolm. 3 wide again.
Joseph Causey will clear Jeremiah
I think
Stutzman.
Reese just got wrecked.
He does go round in the middle of the pack. Looks like he'll get back
from
going.
Malenko.
We'll see what happened here. Malenko was ahead, and yeah, just a lot of things going around. He was trying to cut the inside of Seth, but Reese was down there. Back up front it is once again Causey and Converse going at it, and Seth trying to get up to third. That's Doug Solms, another one of the must-win drivers, in trouble. It has not been a good day for these must-win drivers. All of them in trouble. We had Miz leave already. Adam Gardner sitting on the pit lane. Eric Peck, Doug Solms, all with heavy damage. The highest running one is Brandon Richardson in 17th, but he's a lap down. How about this? This is Devin Smith falling back into the clutches of Malenko, but able to fend them off for now. We have eclipsed the lap 100 mark. 4 cautions in. Malenko will clear up into the 5th position. To top 5 once again for the 7. Stutzman still holding strong in 4th. Now here comes Schumacher on Smith. And Kyle Lingerfeld, one of those bubble drivers, he's up into the mix here. The battle for 7th. This continues, and Marco trying to send it 3 wide. Greg Holt back here on Markle, trying to clear him. Kyle Lingerfeld trying to do his part to lock himself into the playoffs. Tyler Markle trying to clear Devin Smith. And that'll happen. Markle gets up to 9th. Devin Smith has fallen all the way back to the 10th position. Meanwhile, Stutzman under attack from Malenko. Oh, and he's going to easily work his way past Jeremiah Stutzman. Move Malenko up to the 4th position. And he tries to chase down Berger, Converse, and Causey. Here's those top 3. They're going at it up here. How about Greg Holt piling on the pressure on Adrian Schumacher? There's the send on Schumacher. Trying to get clear. It'll be 5th position for Greg Holt. Stutzman falls all the way back to 9th. It's been a lot, but let's take a look at the chat. We had a lot going on. Mark Berger says, go. Good job, kid. Go 77. Rebecca Berger says, go Burger Nation number 77. Lisa Berger says, go number 77. This is your night. Greg Holt taking away that 4th position from Malenko. Easily. Holt clears up to 4th. Jason Meisner says, well, that sucked for me. Oh, well, that's how the year's gone. Dan Park says, talk to Max when you can. You know, we'll talk to Max when he's relevant in the running order. I'll give you that. Goku Guy says, crab cakes and fast cars, baby. Let's go, number 77. Logan Gallagher says, Burger Nation, let's go, baby. And Kerry Young in the house says, I think the predicted 5 to 6 cautions way be cautious. Yeah, we'll see how that plays out. Right now we're up to 4, but we're getting into a little bit of a run here, so maybe it might just work out in that favor. Here's the top 3 once again. How about Schumacher? He's trying to put pressure on Malenko. And this is Schumacher in 6th, looking at Malenko ahead in 5th. Working lap 118 of 250. We're almost at a halfway mark here at North Wilkesboro. This could be a quick race, you know, without the caution flags, but it's still working out in that direction. And again, if you're looking at the ticker, all the names in red are drivers locked into the playoffs. All the names in yellow are the drivers currently in the playoffs. Max Serv is running 16th. Kevin Thompson 1 lap down there at 18th, the last driver. Last driver still running. That is in playoff contention. Garrett Velsey's, 27th, but he has since left the session long time ago. Here we go, the leader in lap traffic. Whoa, big moment there, heading up to St. Coeur. Converse trying to follow through as well. Continue on. Kazi trying to open up his advantage on Converse, and one of the closest battles on the track back here, a little bit closer, but in the thick of it, this is Setzer. This is Scott Williams trying to close up on Matthew Setzer. Setzer battling the lapped vehicle of Brandon Richardson. This is Williams on Setzer back here. Tight racing between Setzer and Richardson. Setzer trying to keep it on the inside. Setzer almost clipping the 29 of Richardson, and Williams has to check up, give him some room. Barry Schaefer back here on Devin Smith. Schaefer, after his spin contact with Malenko, he has a lot of work to do as we've just eclipsed the halfway mark of today's 250 lap event. Getting tied up front, Joseph Causey, Christian Converse. Rotating rear camera, the back windshield of Joseph Causey's number 88, looking back at the newcomer to the series, driver of the number 90. It's the 18 on track, but number 90 scored, Christian Converse. Converse, he's just stalking him. He's a little looser Converse there. Not a whole lot that he can do to Causey though. And how about Kyle Lingerfeld up into the 7th position, trying to make his way into the Outlaws Sim Series playoffs. Under attack now from Tyler Merkel, but up to the 7th position in a run where he's needed it the most, the time where he's needed the momentum to make his way into the playoffs and have something to say about it. This is Schumacher on Malenko back here. And Berger on Holt, another battle. Berger has lost touch with the 2 leaders. Here comes Greg Holt peeking to the inside. He's sending to the inside. And Greg Holt will complete the pass on Seth Berger. Here's Malenko and Schumacher. Schumacher trying to get the run, trying to send it to the inside of the 7. He's peeking down there. He cannot get down there. Back up front, Joseph Causey doing his thing. And Landon Cardulo has had a crash in turn 2. Trying to stay out of the way. He'll just tow off the track. Let's see what happened to Landon Cardulo. Here he is battling with Max Service. He just gets in a little hot, goes round and around the outside wall. Pinned up against the outside wall there. Yep. He was going to be there for a while, trying to wait for an opportunity to get back. And there's the 27 of... Sorry, that is the... Goodness, that's the 11 of James Philippi and Adrian Schumacher. He's crashed in his battle with Malenko. Oh, and he's going to get the back end hit, but he'll get back going. Let's see what happened to Adrian Schumacher. Battling Malenko down the front straightaway into turn 1. Does he send it? He does the exact same thing that happened to Landon, but he turns right instead of left. Not a whole lot of room. Man, that's the second spin in a row we've seen happen up there. He's going to go one lap down. This battle for 10th, though, this is hot. A whole big battle back here. Setzer and Williams and Schaefer going at it. All behind the lap vehicle of Kevin Thompson. And there's another car up there. Now, these are all lap vehicles ahead of this battle. Setzer and the Terry Labonte Kellogg's throwback. Jason Miz was in another Terry Labonte throwback, the airlines throwback. I cannot remember the name to save myself, but Setzer will long clear Scott Williams, who's pinned behind lap traffic, and this is dense lap traffic. I mean, this is very tough to navigate. They're almost 3 and 4 wide. Schaefer trying to take it away from the inside. Will he maybe send it to the inside of the 89? He will not. Oh, and Setzer gets the wall. This is Schaefer on Setzer. Reese Schaefer to the inside of Matthew Setzer. Can he get the pass complete into one? Pins him behind the 37 of Eric Peck. Scott Williams inserts himself back into the mix. Devin Smith not too far behind as well. This battle is going to continue on between Schaefer and Setzer. Now we are getting up to 100 laps to go in the coming laps. Here we go. This is Lingerfeld and Markle going at it for 6th. Tyler Markle sends it to the inside. Can he make it stick down there? And easily clears Kyle Lingerfeld into 6th. Tyler Markle trying to make something happen. And Brandon Richardson out of this race. Eric Peck still here. But it's not been very pretty for many people. Richardson out of here. Gardner back on track with several laps down. You'll see him coming across your screen now. And Eric Peck just got around Richardson. Doug Solms, another must-win driver. There it is on your screen. St. Croix 4 down. Solms 13. Eric Peck 24. Richardson 24. Adam Gardner 51. And he's still running. Look at him go. Gaffrights, Gonzala, and Elam, Velzy, Miz, they're all out of here. This battle continues between Markle and Lingerfeld. Oh, almost contact. And there was contact between Cardulo on fresh tires trying to make his way through the leaders. Don't look too soon, boys. Greg Holt is here. Trying to get his 5th Outlaws Sim Series victory. My goodness, Greg Holt is on it. Kerry Young says drivers seem to be really fond of their turns and banks. Great race. Go number 77. Yep. I would not disagree. That's Devin Smith trying to fight with Greg Holt. Well, not trying to fight, but being lapped and being dusted, really. Continue on, Causey and Christian Converse duking it out up front with 92 laps to go at North Wilkesboro. Scott Williams in this battle with Reese Schaefer. They're about to get lapped. We're about to have 10 cars on the lead lap. 12th place, Matthew Setzer being lapped by race leader Joseph Causey. And this battle continues on between Markle and Lingerfelt back here, but here's Causey lapping Setzer. Oh, and Causey tags the wall a little bit there. And Converse trying to get in there. Oh, Setzer catches the wall trying to give room to Converse. Again, this is Christian Converse's first Outlaw Sim Series start. He's ineligible for playoff competition. You have to make 19 starts, and he's 18 short of that. But can he get his first win in the Outlaw Sim Series in his first start? I can't recall anybody getting their first win, their first Outlaw Sim Series start, of course, besides Tyler Markle with the season opener. So Schaefer and Williams split up by the leaders. Schaefer holds station at 11th. Scott Williams trying to hold on to the lead lap in 10th. All battles around the racetrack. It's all come down to this, really, between Converse and Causey. St. Coors had a quick off-track moment. He'll get back going in his way. We continue on up front. This battle, there's not a whole lot going on, but it could not be tighter. This is Christian Converse trying his hardest. I will say that. He is trying. It is hard to pass here. We've heard from all the drivers saying that. Trying to find his way around Causey. It's not working out too well. But Causey doing a fantastic job at defending. We interviewed both of these drivers, and they both talked about the challenges having to try to defend against one another. Like I say, it has to help with these laps going by, and we're coming up to 100 laps on on this run. We're at 85 laps now on this run. Now we had some caution laps for sure to help that out, but pit stops could be a factor before the end of this race. Can we see these guys go all the way to the end on this set of tires? There goes Scott Williams one lap down, and here comes Christian Converse to the inside. Again, one of the other closest battles on track is this back here for 6th. So that's Doug Solms in the pit lane again. Oh, and James Filippi has had a crash. And that's Greg Holt in the pit lane. Oh no, oh no. Let's see what happened. And this, I think, is going to bring out the caution. Holt was trying to pit. Filippi hits him. And the caution on the speedway. Oh my goodness. Well, how about caution number 5 to spice things up? And again, tires are going to be taken here, and we should be good to the end. Driver is making that right-hand turn onto the pit lane. We'll see what happens here. Look at Converse pushing the 88 down pit lane. It'll be Joseph Causey winning the race off pit road over Seth Berger, Scott Williams, Christian Converse. Tyler Merkel stayed out. Did he intend to stay out? I can't say he did. No, he's coming into pit now, along with Jeremiah Stutzman. So that was an interesting call from Tyler Merkel to stay out, or I'm sorry, to pit later. Let's see what happened. I guess let's talk to that man, Greg Holt.
Hello.
Well, Greg, what happened?
I called out my pit, and he didn't pay attention. I said it 3 times on the backstretch. And then he just fucking ran me, oh, excuse me, and then he just ran me over.
It's really what it looked like. I wanted to make sure that's you were intending to pit.
Oh, yes. I called it out on the backstretch. It was time. Time to go in and use them up, getting back through everything and getting there.
Right. So was that the end of the tire run, or was that going to be a strategy call to maybe short pit people?
That was the end of the run for me.
Okay.
So I was done. I running the bottom like that, I definitely was eating the right rear off of it. So I could get there, but I wasn't going to be able to do anything with it. You know what I mean? Or at least I don't think so.
Right.
But here we go. We got 70 laps to go do the same thing all over again. Oh, shit. I got a black flag. If you could clear it for me. Plus.
Yeah, well,
We are back green, buddy.
Yeah, we are back green. Was not intending that, so we'll leave you back to it.
All right, thank you.
Hopefully to get his black flag cleared. Greg Holt with the call there, pretty much. How about Seth Berger around the outside of Christian Converse for second? Racing in the name of Richard Stark, who passed away this past weekend. Seth Berger doing what he can to put that 77 out in front, but Converse trying to hold on to that second position. Causey doing his work out in front. Looks like they did get that flag cleared for Greg Holt. And now, can Berger, can Malika, can they hold on? And with Marco and Lingerfeld, they had pace to keep up with one another. Can they keep up here? And there's only 10 cars in the lead lap. I know Holt would have to go to the back of him. He's going to have a lot of time working through the field. But can Greg Holt work his way back up and have something to say about this victory that Joseph Causey currently thinks is all his? He's done, I think he's led just about, he's led every green flag lap, I think. Joseph Causey has done it all today. And there's Christian Converse trying to change that narrative. Well, let's watch off the roof of Seth Berger. Again, running the 2017 Jimmy Johnson throwback, which that was a throwback to the semi-trucks that Lowe's used in 1986 in the way they were designed. Oh, and Cardulo has had an off track. Oh, where is he? That might have been intentional. Yeah, he just kind of turned off and went exploring. Back up front, Joseph Causey. Again, I mean, this has been the story all day. Christian Converse has been studying. Let's run on board Converse. Studying, 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 and waiting. And that's really all you can do. Studying and waiting. You don't want to make a move too early where Causey can get back at you. Of course, you want to save it to the very end. Let him lead all those laps. The lap that matters most is that last lap. And I think that's what Converse is doing. He's setting himself up. He's keeping that mentality. This is great. I mean, this is a chess match. This isn't, the action-packed battles you'd expect at the front of the field for a lot of races. This is chess. This is multi-level chess that we're witnessing right here. This is Causey trying to, do his best, show his pace, and Converse. I don't know if Kazi understands if Converse, you know, truly is faster, or Kazi's just doing that phenomenal of a job defending. But this is all mind games. Take a look at the chat. Mark Berger says, "Let's go, son, number 77." And Mark Berger saying, "Running the throwback lows. He works for Home Depot." Go number 77. And to the inside, here comes Converse. He set up the pass. Is this going to be the first green flag lap? Joseph Kazi doesn't lead today. Yes, it will. Actually, that's a lie because Stutzman led some laps earlier. But Kazi loses the lead under green flag conditions for the first time, and Converse loose. Kazi passes him back. And we're back to square one in this battle, but Seth Berger inches closer. And this can get really feisty and really play out into Seth's favor should things go his way. They passed the lapped vehicle of Doug Solms. This is too good, and Converse sends it loose. He clips the curb. He almost makes contact with Kazi. Brings Seth Berger into the mix for the race lead at North Wilkesboro. Converse is getting aggressive. He's almost making contact. He makes contact with Kazi. Oh my, we got an accident back here. It's going to collect Doug Solms. And is it? It is going to bring out the, oh, I don't want to say. Yes, it will bring out the caution. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. What just happened? Let's go find out. There it was. This is Kazi leading, and Converse was getting a little impatient with 50 laps to go, and Seth was in the right. I mean, this has nothing to do with Seth actually, but let me just see this from his point of view. Again, Converse just really aggressive, trying to get down in there. So aggressive. From, oh, is it Christian Converse? Let's see from the onboard at Converse. I know he did not mean to do that. I mean, he has a 4.99 SR. That's insane if that is how he races. That's why I don't believe that's the way he races or he intended. Wow, and once again, Kazi from the front of the field, from the race lead. Something similar happened at, what was it, Lucas Oil. Wow, 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 wow. And he's probably going to get the EOL Christian Converse will. So, we already talked to him once, so let's talk to him again. Yeah, I want to hear your side from what you saw, Seth. What did you see?
A lot of hard racing, man. That was pretty nuts.
That was gnarly, and I think the 18 would be getting the EOL with this incident as well. But
we're getting 2 to go. I thought they would have gave it to him by now. I definitely think he should be getting it, but I don't know.
We'll see how that works out. But nonetheless, whether it's first or second, you'll be on the front row for this restart. Does this kind of reignite the spark in that 77.
Oh yeah, it definitely does. But my goal is not to wreck them, so I'm gonna do everything to just finish up front. But obviously, I'm gonna do my best to get the win here.
Right on. And what would it mean to you on a week like this to get the job done?
Oh, it would mean the world, man. I think maybe throwing that decal has helped me out a lot. Honestly, I didn't think I'd finish top 10. This is nuts to me, and it doesn't look like he's getting the EOL. So, all right, man. I'm just gonna give it a shot, man. Hopefully, I'm talking to you after the race.
Right on, for sure. I was just about to say.
Oh, and he was giving it.
Oh, and that's gonna do it there. All right, so starting from the lead now, you're gonna have Malenko
Swift
here
Motorsports.
and Markle, yeah, in row 2. How does that feel? The whole game's here.
This is awesome. It sucks Max isn't up here. I think qualifying really messed up his race, but you know, what's kind of crazy, if Greg Holt still has a clean car, I'm still thinking about him. The way he can get through that field is nuts.
He slices and dices. He knows what he's doing there. But
yeah, it's something else. I haven't seen that before.
So you've kind of sat back and watched that whole battle go through. Now, what's your game plan to defend against, you know, a Malenko and a Markle for this win?
Haul ass, man. That's all I can do. All I can do is hope that Malenko doesn't want this win bad enough to dump me. I hope he doesn't. But yeah, man, I'm excited. This is definitely the best position I didn't think I'd be in. That felt like Nashville all over again. Right
on. Well, now that you're probably gonna get going here, we'll leave you to it. Best of luck to you, and yeah, hopefully we are talking to you on the far side.
All right, thank you. Let's go, Burger Nation.
And there he was, Seth Berger, driver of the number 77. We're still getting caution laps back here. So we continue on. And yep, let's go through it. Swift Motorsports, 1, 2, 3, Max Service is still hanging there. But he's on the lead lap, Max Services. And at number 81, it's a clean 81. He got a fast repair. But up front, it's Seth Berger. Malenko, row 1. Row 2, it's Lingerfeld and Markle. Row 3, it's Scott Williams and Josh McClune. Row 4, Jeremiah Stutzman, and there's Greg Holt. Berger's set to watch out for him. He is fast, and he slices and dices his way up there. Row 5, it's Adrian Schumacher. Reese Schaefer, row 6. It is Max Service and Devin Smith. Row 7, we have Matthew Setzer back here, and we have Joseph Causey and Christian Converse. Two very fast drivers who can easily work their way through the field. Here we go. Restart. Once again. And the iRacing.com Ford Mustang pace car hits the safety of pit lane, and we are green from North Wilkesboro. Seth trying to clear teammate Malenko to the race lead, and Markle in third. And Seth's gonna go around from the race lead. He's gonna collect his teammate Tyler Markle. It's gonna be McClune and Schaefer involved. And Lingerfeld hits the safety of the pit lane, and it's gonna be a caution. Oh no! But Seth should have that fast repair. He should still be okay. He's probably gonna take that right here. Yep, and that's going to be the fast repair for Seth Berger. Let's see the replay. Oh my goodness. So Seth loose in front, and Marco nowhere to go. Tried to make it, got clipped, and then hit by McClune and Schaefer, and oh my goodness. You'll see here Berger sideways coming into frame on the right side of your screen. There he is, and clips Markle. Markle up the track hard. Oh, Markle still got an engine to drive that thing back. That might be a dead engine. No, he can. He can drive it back, but it's going to be that fast repair on the 42. Wow, 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 wow. And how things change. Oh, wow, that hurts for Burger Nation. Oh my goodness. let's see where Max is. Max is still outside the top 10. Greg Holt back up to second. See, Scott Williams, if he's in, let's try to get a word in with him. Yeah, it looks like we got Scott. Let's pull him on up. And right on, let's try to get a word in with our current third place runner, Scott Williams. Scott, how you doing?
How are you?
I'm all right. It's been a pretty hectic race to say the least, but I've noticed your name buzzing around right around the top 10 bubble. Now you're in third. How'd that happen, and how are you feeling?
Just took care of, tried to just stay out of trouble the rest of the way. I got in a little trouble at the first of the race, and I just tried to hold on to that fast repair and just work my way back on the lead lap, and I've just bided my time trying to pick my way through here.
Yes, sir. So you've been out there now 219 laps. What seems to be the trouble of North Wilkesboro? It's a tough little track, but what can you pinpoint?
Just hard once you get on the inside. It's hard to complete that pass. You just got to really be patient with the throttle and just wait for a mistake pretty much and try to capitalize on it.
Right on. Restarting third. What's the game plan?
I just try to get through here safe, get to the end, hope for a good finish.
Right on.
Got
Let's go for it.
tough guys around us.
Yeah, this is a lot of stacked competition up here. We'll leave you to it. Best luck to you, and hopefully we're talking to you on the far side.
Thank you.
And that was Scott Williams, driver number 64. The pace car is off, and we're racing. Malenko leads us back to the green over Greg Holt. So Malenko clear out in front. Greg Holt now tries to fend off Stutzman for second. How about Christian Converse back into the mix? And we have another caution on the speedway. I cannot see what this is for. I'm gonna guess it went on back here. I think it had to do with McClune. Let's see what happened. Back here, McClune loose. He's gonna go round and bam! Nowhere for Kevin Thompson to go. That didn't even appear on timing and scoring, so I was not sure what had happened. And let's see how this looked from Kevin Thompson's point of view. Oh, that's before the reset. Sorry. Here we go. That's McClune. On board the 89 to Kevin Thompson. This is, I think, our 7th caution of the day, potentially 8th. McClune loose and just nowhere to go. Sliding down the banking. Nowhere for one of our playoff drivers to go. I can't remember if he has a fast repair, but this is huge. Okay, Dan, I'm sorry. You want a top 10, or I'm sorry, you want a Max interview? He's finally in the top 10. I'll finally give it to you. All right, Max, you've been requested for an interview.
Wonderful.
You can blame Dan Park for that one.
Thank you, Dan. That's all I got.
Oh man, what has been the trouble today? What is been the catalyst for all these incidents today?
The track. I don't know. It's really tight going off into the corners because it's really, when you really think about it, it's kind of one groove. And if you're on the outside, it's just so overpowered. You can't pass on the bottom. So I would say that's the problem, but you never know. And there's a lot of cars out here, and it gets clustered real quick.
So let's talk about your race. It has been a tough race. You got caught up, I believe, in that first incident at the beginning of the race, and that didn't, qualify didn't help you out to avoid that, and you've been kind of clawing your way back today, or throughout the whole day. Well, you used your fast repair in the top 10, but talk to, I guess, clawing back into the top 10.
Well, I think it's the first time I've been in the top 10 all day, which is kind of sad considering we're like almost done the race. But yeah, I screwed qualifying. I lost the car on my first lap entering one. Didn't think the track was going to be that hot, and then had to take a safe lap on lap 2, and then just didn't go well. And then obviously we wrecked on lap 1. Didn't want to use the fast repair. Slow. Didn't take tires. Wanted to save a set on a caution. That screwed me. Went a lap down. Got that back with the wave around, and now have fresh tires on par with the leaders here. And I don't think I'm too fast. So if I finish 10th, I'll be happy.
Well, we'll leave you back to it again. Dan requested your voice, but we'll leave you back to it. Best luck to you, and hopefully we're talking to you on the far side.
All right, we're gonna try and do good things for the Alan Kawicki car here.
Right on. That is a beautiful throwback, by the way.
I agree.
That was driver number 81, Max Service, the driver out of Nova Scotia, and we are going to add a caution lap to the caution period. And Max, what a great kid. One of the Team Swift cars that was mired back in traffic after qualifying in the first lap wreck and laps down, and fought his way back into the top 10 with 22 laps to go. It's going to be interesting to see what he can do from here. But he did say he has fresh tires, which is huge at a short track. We'll see how this plays out. We have Malenko, Greg Holt, Jeremiah Stutzman, and Christian Converse, Joseph Kazi, the pace car, into the safety of pit lane. And we're racing again. Greg Holt has a little bit of a rough restart of that inside. Jeremiah Stutzman around the outside, 3 wide. Joseph Kazi up the middle. Kazi clears into third. Schaefer cutting off Sean Williams. Scott Williams back there. He'll get cleared to that position, but inside of Stutzman back here, but it's up front with 20 laps to go. Malenko in prime position over Greg Holt, but Holt with the power to run to the inside. He peaks. Can Malenko fend him off around the outside? Greg Holt is going to clear Malenko for the race lead. Greg Holt trying to get his 4th win in a row and 5th win on the season here at North Wilkesboro. Can he get it done with 19 laps to go? Kazi on his way up to try to change that narrative, though. Adrian Schumacher back into the mix as he's trying to clear Jeremiah Stutzman for the 6th position. And here comes Kazi on Malenko. I think the quicker Kazi can get around to 7, the quicker Kazi can do something about Holt. And Joseph Kazi is clear of Malenko. Into the 2nd position goes Joseph. Christian Converse trying to follow suit behind him. But now it is 16 laps to go now. Can Kazi chase down and pass Greg Holt, who's been so good on this stretch of short tracks? Interesting line Holt is taking on corner exit. Trying to use that outside line momentum. 15 laps to go. Converse, Malenko going at it 3rd. And Schaefer into the mix, sitting in 5th. And around goes the 18! Christian Converse will spin to the infield. Was all by himself. We've seen a lot of solo spins today. North Wilkesboro has caught out a lot of people. Let's see. And that's exactly what happened. He'll eat the inside guardrail, and that might be day done for Christian Converse. He will tow it back, and Greg Holt is your leader, but here comes Joseph Causey. 12 laps to go. From North Wilkesboro. 11 laps left on the Outlaws Sim Series regular season. And in position right now, Lingerfeld and Thompson to lock into the playoffs, provided, well, there's not really any opportunity for there to be a new eligible winner tonight at this moment. Everybody else who would knock them out of the playoffs, they're several laps down. On board of race leader Greg Holt. Looking back to see if Causey can chase him down. The battles are deeper here in the pack. Malico trying to hold on to a podium over Reese Schaefer and Adrian Schumacher. Greg Holt holding station out in front. Down the back straightaway. Coming around to 5 laps to go from his 5th win on the Outlaws Sim Series season. Four laps to go, and Greg Holt, he's now opened up a 1-second advantage. The battles are back here deeper in the field. This is Schumacher on Schaefer. 3 laps to go. Schumacher trying to snag 4th. Two laps to go. And it's all about that driver. He's in the 81, but he scored as the 3. In the 2006 Clint Boyer Jack Daniels Texas throwback. 1 lap to go from his 5th win in Outlaw Sim Series competition. He's getting loose at the apex of the corner. Causey's coming quick. Causey with the send. If Colt can stick it on exit, he can't get there. Causey's gonna go around. Holt's gonna win. Causey barely snags 2nd over Malico, and Malico noses it into the turn 1 barrier after the Techers. But it is Greg Holt for the 5th time in his Outlaw Sim Series career. He will be a winner. The Outlaw Sim Series is 4th win in a row, and that is interesting. It's tough to sit here and be Greg Holt ineligible for playoff competition because of when he joined the series. He would not make the minimum amount of starts. Celebrating on the front straightaway his 5th win on the season. We'll see here. We'll get now post-race interviews with our podium finishers, and we'll go inverse podium. And Malenko, 3rd place. Did you think that was going to happen?
Yeah, especially like when the 90 turned Army Dad there. You know, Marco was 3rd, Seth was 1st, but you know, Seth had to screw it up. Now since you know it's the middle of the night, he usually goes to the gym. Since everyone that he knows watches, he's gonna have to go to a new gym probably.
Oh. So talk about it. You let some laps. Was there any way you could hold off Greg Holt there, or?
Not a chance.
Okay. Is there anything you could have done different, or are you just destined to finish 3rd, or was this more of a, wow, I can't believe I finished 3rd?
It's surprising that I finished 3rd because I didn't think I really had the pace. But when Seth, like I said, Seth got 1st, Marco was 3rd. I was like, one of us should win this race, and then Seth self-spun.
And with that, he took out Markle, so that hurt both of their chances.
Big rip. We're gonna hold the funeral Monday if you want to be there.
Oh man. Oh, that's poor timing. But okay, we're done with Wilkesboro. You're in the playoffs. Well, first, I guess before that, you're in the All-Star race as well. How you feeling about Eldora?
Okay. It should be fun. An All-Star race, so that's what it's meant to be. But it should be fun. It should be a good show.
Right on. And then, the playoffs now, a 3rd place finish, another little bit of momentum. I know we asked you earlier, but again, what's your game plan for these 10 races?
Try not to get eliminated in the 2nd round. And then after the 2nd round, I get back to you with it.
Fair enough. Well, congratulations on the 3rd place finish here at North Wilkesboro. I had no idea who would end up being up there. It looked like a certain top 3 for a while, and then some late race yellows came into the mix. But once again, congratulations, and best of luck to you at the All-Star and in the playoffs.
Thank you.
Right on, and that was our 3rd place finisher, Malenko, and let's see if we can get a word in now with our 2nd place finisher, Joseph. And man, you gave it your all there, Joseph. Was there anything different you could have done? Try it again. Hey, Joseph, you got a copy?
Yeah.
All right. You gave it your all there at the end. Was there anything you could have done differently, I guess, to snag Greg Holt, or?
It's too little, too late. If you notice, you get out front here, it makes it it's hard to pass somebody. You damn near gotta wreck them to get past somebody. So, I don't know. I got as close as I could get to him. I don't even know if I would have been able to pass him.
Well, you were leading for a lot of laps today, and then you got into it with Converse, and he has a 4.99 safety rating, so I can't say that was intentional, but he was trying really hard to get around you at a track that's really hard to pass. How did you take that?
Yeah, I tried to tell her, I was like, man, he's not wrecking. I was telling him, don't wreck me, Christian. Come on, please. And stuff happens. It's just a little disappointing because I led a lot. I was hoping to win.
Well, you did lead a lot. And, it's not the win, but it's a lot of momentum heading importantly into the playoffs. The points are reset. You're going to be here for the playoffs, from what it sounds like.
Yeah, yeah.
What's the game plan in these 10 races? To get
try to duplicate the results, stay up there, be up there.
Right on. It's a clean slate. Everything, resets. You get the bonus points for the wins, and that's about it. It's, reset and go racing. But it's also, let's go racing next week at Eldora. With your wins on the season, you're locked into the All-Star. How you feeling about that?
Well, me some dirt racing here and there. I'm okay at it.
Right on. That should be that should be a blast.
Too bad we don't already got the Bristol.
Yeah. Yeah.
That would be fun.
That would be something. The stream's going wild. This ending might be a little choppy. Okay. But anyway, congratulations on your second place finish here at North Wilkesboro. Best of luck to you at the All-Star race and into the playoffs. And yeah.
Thanks, Emerson. You have a good one.
You too. Thank you. And that was our second place finisher, Joseph Causey. And now, here it is. You're watching on your screen as well, if the stream's not choppy. For the 5th time this season and the 4th in a row, Greg Holt, how did you get this one done?
Luck on this one. I drove my heart out, and I still couldn't get... Well, the luck was killing me at the beginning, but it came back through at the end. How's that?
Yeah, this was not the the usual Greg Holt dominating performance. But you were slicing and dicing through the field. I think Seth even said it when he took the lead. I interviewed him on that caution period. He said, now that Causey and Converse, they got into it, I'm still looking for that 81 of Greg Holt because he's fast through the field. And I think a lot of people noticed that. How would you say your run through the field was? How the car was in the middle or in traffic?
The car was fine for me. I just drove the same line that I was trying to drive. Didn't really, overdrive it. That was the biggest thing. There's a couple times some of the lap cars or whatever try to run you a little harder, which sucks, but made it through twice, not once, but twice. So, yeah, I mean, you can pass. It's hard, but it's doable. I still couldn't believe I drove through everybody and caught back up to Christian and Causey. I was like, man, geez, I wish that I did not get run over entering the pits.
Yeah, that adds a little bit more to it. That you came back from an accident and still came up.
I even had a speeding penalty in pit road the time before that.
Man,
that's why I went to the back of the field. Came in the pits in second, and then I sped coming off from pits. And in one car length, I got above 35. So yeah, that's pretty good.
So you didn't lead the volume of laps, but it sounds like a lot of things were stopping you from leading that many laps.
I was just trying to pace myself and ride with Christian and Causey up front.
Right,
We were setting a good pace, and we never really got into that longer than like a 40 or 50 lap run, which is really what I needed. Because I know those guys are going to be quick for 20, 30 laps, but this thing gets a lot harder to drive once you get 30 plus on it. She wants to over rotate getting into the corner, which makes it fun.
Right. Well, you said you needed long runs, but that final restart, you're lining up to the inside of Malenko. What are you thinking then? And then that restart was a little shaky, and then you got around him. But what are you thinking initially on that restart?
I was just trying to keep the guy that was going to be starting to my outside back one row away from me. That was it. I didn't want him to get a good run to hang me up because I knew, it's real hard getting. I mean, you can do it, but on the faster cars, it was really hard to get under him going into one, and I was really making up a ton of time in 3 and 4 through the whole corner. So I just knew it was only going to be a matter of time before I'd get back under him and go for it. I mean, I passed him twice already. I was like, come on. But yeah, no, I mean, it was just it. I was hoping, but I also had damage, so I have no idea. I guess at this place it don't really bother it that bad.
Yeah, I don't know who didn't have damage at the end, but for the 5th time this season, a win. That's most wins on the season. Just unfortunately, it's joined a little too late, ineligible for playoff competition based on the number of starts. But
yeah, it's all right. I may take a little break here when these guys go into playoffs unless they get to a track where Kazi could use some help, a drafting track or something.
Oh,
So
well, Daytona starts off the playoffs.
it does. Well,
Mhm.
then I'll be here for that one. That's not next week though, right? I do
No,
a lot of
I
that. I know we were in an NIS room the other day in a road course, which is wonderful.
Yeah.
Glad you got to see that. But I normally run the NIS races on Wednesday. So
Mhm.
our team Performance Sim Sport, we're gonna try to get her done.
Yeah, I did too. I did not have a good run tonight or today at Homestead.
You do fixed, I do opens.
Yeah, I do both.
Oh, yep.
Yeah. But what is next week, next Wednesday, is the All-Star race at Eldora. Now if that intrigues you, if you're gonna do that, obviously you have the most wins, you're definitely invited to that. How are you feeling about it?
Oh, I don't know. I can't decide if I want to run Vegas or if I want to do Eldora. I guess we'll see. It's for fun. I just, like I said, I'm not going to come to all the races during the playoffs. So I might be here for Eldora next week just to chill out and have some fun. Yeah, I probably will be. Why not? I don't think, I honestly don't. Maybe I've raced there once on the dirt. I am not a dirt guy. And we've messed around with it a couple of times and gone into some open rooms and played, but not something that I'm wonderful at. How's that?
Oh, okay.
Like road courses,
Yeah.
like you saw me at the road course. Yeah.
I was questioning it. I'm like, what is that? Greg Holt or somebody on his account?
No, well, I you know what? We had in another league I ran, and I ran fifth. And quite honestly, I probably would have been all right in that one had I not only given myself 20 minutes to come in and try to run some laps. And it had been what 4 or 5 days since the last time I touched it. And road courses are such rhythm tracks that
Yes.
if you're not in there and you're, and like I said before that race, I spent, an hour before the practice opened and the whole day before it running laps. So I had it down and I felt like I had a third place run in that and a fix set. So whatever, it is what it is. On to the next. Can't win them all, man.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kazi won 3 in a row in another league I'm in, and so I had to up it on this one for him. That's what it is. It's a competition. He's him and Christian are my teammates in another league.
I see that. I think Christian said that too. We got interviews of all
and
with all
Scott
three of them.
Williams.
Well, we got interviews with everybody. Then that whole team today.
Yep. Oh yes.
Right on. I won't keep you for too long. Looks like my stream isn't liking the Lang Fiver. But congratulations on your 5th win on the season. Most in the series, in the young series. It's a 26 race series in terms of points races. But still, just an incredible feat. 4 in a row. Yeah, congratulations and best luck to you to whenever you join us next, whether it be the All-Star or at Daytona or both. And yeah, hopefully we're talking to you whenever you're next to 10.
All right. Thanks. It was great, man. I appreciate it.
Right on. Greg Holt, 5-time Outlaw Sim Series winner. Congratulations, man.
Thanks.
And that's a nice guy right there. I've had to really get used to talking to him recently, but it's been fun nonetheless. Well, let's go through our results for tonight's race. This is not going to be a pretty showing for a lot of people, but let's go through them. Here we go. Greg Holt, top of the results page. Kazi 1.8 back. That's not truly how he finished. That is how truly he finished, but he spun out of turn 4 trying to stick with Holt. Holt had a really shaky 1 and 2 on that final lap, and Kazi cut a lot of time. Didn't have anything to make a run in there, though. Malenko somehow will hold on to the 3rd position over Reese Schaefer, Adrian Schumacher, the top 5. Jeremiah Stutzman will come home 6th. Scott Williams in 7th. Tyler Markle in 8th. Kyle Lingerfeld, introduce him into the Outlaw Sim Series playoffs with his 9th place finish tonight. I believe he'll be scored as the 13th seed based on the amount of points Thompson had over him. But nonetheless, Kyle Lingerfeld is an Outlaw Sim Series playoff driver. Seth Berger comes home in 10th, led a couple laps, and had that spin into turn 3 all by himself. There's not a whole lot he could have done other than just back it back it off. A little too hard of an entry, and he went around, but he'll still salvage a top 10 finish. Max Service will be home 11th. Devin Smith 12th. Joshua McClune 13th. And Kevin Thompson, the other driver, locking in to the Outlaws Sim Series playoffs tonight. So those two, along with the other 11 names we've seen in red the past few weeks, will be competing for the Outlaws Sim Series Championship starting in 2 weeks' time at Daytona. The run to the playoffs, or the run through the playoffs, the playoff run is 10 races starting down at Daytona. Matthew Setzer comes home 15th. James Filippi will be 16th, 4 laps down. Andrew St. Coeur comes home 17th, 6 laps down with his return to the Outlaw Sim Series competition. Christian Converse will come home in 18th after his pretty good run to start and the good run up until those final few laps, those final few incidents with Joseph Causey and spinning towards the inside wall there, battling with Malenko. Not the way he wants it to end. Onto the second page, Doug Solms will come home 19th, 4 laps down. He was in a must-win. He won't make it into the playoffs, along with Eric Peck, who'll be 20th, 26th down. Landon Cardullo will be 21st, 65 laps down. And Adam Gardner will finish 22nd. He was in a must-win situation. He'll finish 123 laps down. Brandon Richardson will finish 23rd, 124 laps down. Also in a must-win situation. Joshua Gaffright will come up 24th, 174 down. Jacob Zala finishes 25th, 197 down. Farron Elam 26th, 212 down. Garrett Velzy, he's locked into the playoffs, but not a good momentum boost heading into Daytona. What is a good momentum boost? This is his only win this season was at another plate track at Talladega. 218 laps down for 27th place driver and playoff driver Garrett Velzy. A lot of people are ruling him out, but I wouldn't rule anybody out. Jason Miz comes home 28th. He will miss the playoff cut. He was in a must-win situation. He finishes 239 laps down. Once again, I want to give a shout-out to the Berger family and all of those at Lyft Works. Hearing that this past weekend the owner, Richard Stark, had passed away, and know that it must have been, it must be a real hard time if you really enjoy your time. Even if you don't enjoy your time working there, it's still going to affect your life in a big way. And just know, we're here for you. And again, all of those grieving that loss, we feel for you. And our thoughts and prayers are with everybody out at Lyft Works and those affected out of Burger Nation and all that, all those, anyone else who may be. Today's charity was the Boys and Girls Club of America, and their mission is to enable all young people, especially those who need them the most, to reach their full potential as productive, caring, and responsible citizens. If you want to donate to the Boys and Girls Club of America, make sure you go to bgca.org, or you can donate to the Boys and Girls Club of America on our Facebook page. We'll have a donation button at the bottom of the post relating to today's race, and you can donate to the organization yourself. It'll go between you, Facebook, and the organization. And again, we shout out a different charity each week to give them any sort of support, any kind of spotlight we can give. We broadcast the final 30 minutes of practice in that name to a different charity each week, and then anything you can help physically or financially or however you may be able to help is much appreciated. Tonight's camera work, like this camera tonight, presented and brought to you by Whiplash Media. Pit Stop TV's parent organization, Whiplash Media, specializes in various sim racing resources, including paint schemes and stream overlays and iRacing camera packs and more. Whiplash Media is also working on its presence in real racing, offering services such as photography, social media management, and public relations. Make sure you go to whiplash-media.com for more. And let's take a look again. These are the playoff standings coming into today, but everybody above that red line, that red horizontal line on the right-hand side, are locked into the playoffs, and the seeding goes as is, like that. Seth Berger, the top seed in the Outlaws Sim Series playoffs. Malenko will be second. Adrian Schumacher third. Max Service in fourth. Joseph Causey, the fifth seed. Jeremiah Stutzman, the sixth seed. Joshua McClune will be the seventh seed. Andrew Pratt, the eighth seed. Tyler Markle, the ninth seed. Garrett Velzy, the 10th seed. Devin Smith, the 11th seed. Kevin Thompson, Kyle Lingerfeld, the 12th and 13th seeds, respectively. And yeah, that's going to do it for tonight's broadcast. Make sure you tune in next Wednesday night, March 3rd, for the Outlaw Sim Series All-Star Race and All-Star Open at Eldora. Again, we're taking these 650 high-horsepowered, rear-wheel drive, 3,400-pound beasts onto a dirt track. How amazing is that? You won't want to miss it. Everybody who has won this season, they're locked into it. Devin Smith, Kyle Lingerfeld, Kevin Thompson, they're locked in. But you can race your way in. If you win one of the two heats, if you win or finish second in the last chance qualifier, or if you win the fan vote, all of that and more will be featured on the Outlaws Sim Series Facebook page. Make sure you check them out. You won't want to miss it. If exhibition racing, for whatever reason, I don't know why you would want to miss the action next week, but that's not your thing. Tune in Wednesday, March 10th, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. We start the Outlaws Sim Series playoffs, round 27 of 36, round 1 of 10 in the playoff hunt. 13 drivers going for a championship, and it all starts at the big bad plate track out at Daytona Beach, Florida, the Daytona International Speedway. You won't want to miss it. This has been Emerson and Arden on the call tonight. You'll stay safe, stay warm, have a great night. We'll see you next time.